the events themselves were run on the basis of like, oh, it's anti-racism. We want to help black and brown people in the industry and all this sort of thing. And I'm like, you know what? I can get behind that. That's a really cool thing. But what I realized that they were doing is they were using like our problems as a way to like platform themselves. So, for example, say I'd get invited to play one of these anti-racist events,
Yeah.
I'd be the very first artist on a bill full of non-minorities.
Right.
And those said non-minorities were all the promoters' friends.
Right.
And in terms of the funds, so say, for example, it's 20 quid at the door. I'm not saying that's how much you were, but just for random
Yeah.
example. So say you're paying money at the door. We was under the assumption that it was going to charities, medical aid for Palestine, all this sort of thing. There were no like paper trail of like where that money were going, and it were kind of like, well, what are you using this money for if none of us are getting paid and it's like supposedly for charity.
Yeah.
And I kind of see that as an example when a cause is being used by people who want to make themselves look good and even profit off that cause without much respect being given to the people that like are suffering.